Salutations, my Fallout lovers. It is Matty here today, bringing you an important Fallout 4 news update. Let's dive straight into this. We're doing this video, as I like to call it, gopher style, where I'm just going to use the Pip-Boy for my vlogs. It makes life a lot easier for these breaking news updates. I swear, if I do these type of videos more often, I'm just going to start them off like, hi guys. Like, I fucking love gopher, but regardless, bring the Pip-Boy up. Let's do this. To our fans who have asked, Fallout 4 doesn't end when the main story is over, and there is no level cap. You can keep playing and leveling. I just pictured Todd Howard saying that on like a stage, and then everyone, oh wow, you know. But anyways, let's get serious for a second. This is huge. I'm pretty sure the main story not ending isn't news, but this is the first I've officially heard of it personally, so I'm going to talk about that as well anyways. So let's just dive straight into my thoughts on this, because that's a news update, people. That's it right there. Bethesda stating two very important things to this game. Yes, I mean, it was kind of obvious because Skyrim didn't end, even though it was like a very climactic ending. The world could have ended in the sense of the ending of Skyrim, but you know what? It didn't. And so I feel like that kind of was a hint like, hey, in our games from now on, we're not going to end it. And also, the Broken Steel DLC was a good enough case for it regardless, because it was a DLC that was designed really just to let you keep playing as that same character after the credits rolled, which everyone had such a big issue with. So I wasn't too surprised that we're going to be able to still play after the main story, but it's relieving to see it before launch ahead of time where it's not going to be a concern. I told the story on the podcast because I remember when I bought Fallout New Vegas and I saw in the reviews that people were mad that you couldn't continue after the story. I was like, no way Obsidian was that stupid, and they did that. So I ignored all the reviews. I was like, I'm going to go into the main story, I'm going to beat it, and I'm going to continue afterwards. Like, I was just so thick-headed. I went through anyways and did it, and I ended up fucking, the game ended, the credits rolled, and sent me the main menu. I was like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? They actually did it. Like, I can't believe I did something as stupid as that and lost a whole character over it. But regardless, funny story there. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the main story aspect. As for no level cap, that's the more shocking aspect of this news, people, is that we're going to be able to keep leveling. And I don't know how much the game will continue to throw XP at us to allow us to continue leveling to a certain degree. But it's exciting nonetheless, because as we all know, every level we get a perk and we can keep ranking these perks up. Now the bad side to this, essentially, I guess bad side really isn't the proper term for it, but the side that most people might find negative is that this doesn't limit you on your choices really. It's just as long as you keep getting that healthy amount of XP, then you'll keep leveling up, and then you'll eventually get that perk you want or whatever. But this is good for people like, for example, I always use players like Noah from the podcast. Noah likes to just create one character and stay with that character the whole duration of the game's life. He just likes to do that, and lots of people do that. All of us have that one main character. Even if we have the game on every system, we have that main character and that one save file that we can always go back and we do everything on. You know, like when the DLC drops, we go back to that specific character. And so I like this for those types of people, but I feel like with this unlimited level cap, perhaps you can just constantly keep leveling, and this means that there's not, I don't want to say pressure, but that's like the best way to put it. There's not as much pressure when you're making those choices, but nonetheless, it's great. I like it. I'd rather be able to just keep leveling up, keep playing, like Bethesda's kind of pushing here, you know, just keep enjoying the game, rather than being like, okay, well, you know, no more leveling for me. I'm just going to mindlessly shoot enemies now because it really doesn't gain me anything. It's nice to know that even though we'll be still level like 70 whatever, that we can still keep leveling up. But nonetheless, this is huge news in my opinion, that, you know, Bethesda's making a game without a level cap. I thought it would be around like 50 because of that picture we saw on the Pip-Boy where it was like 48. I was like, okay, so, you know, that's like a soft cap towards 50, right? Because I didn't realize that Skyrim, I think, was in like the 70s or something like that. But I thought 50 would be a good area because that was what the achievement was for Skyrim. And I'm really surprised that there's just not any at all. But regardless, ladies and gentlemen, those are my thoughts on it. That's your Fallout 4 news update. Let me know what you're thinking on this in the comments down below. It's definitely Sugar Bomb as well. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. We're going to need some comments there for this week's Shit People Say. At some point, I'm bringing it back very soon. It's been like 3 weeks. I'm suffering from withdrawals, man. I'll bring it back, I promise. Other than that, be sure to follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.